Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Anne. How you doing, guys? Hope you're having an amazing day so far. Hope you're having a good week so far. Thanks for joining me. If you've been with us every day this week, give yourself a little thumbs up. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Amazing job so far, okay? How are you all doing? Hope you're doing okay. Good morning. Happy Friday. You've officially made it. It's pretty much the start of the weekend. Hope you're doing well. So, how are we doing? So, if you've had a bit of trouble with YouTube at the minute, there we go. So, hopefully you're all with me. Hopefully you're all receiving this absolutely fine. Like I said, good morning. Welcome to Friday. Officially. So hopefully you've enjoyed this week's block of training. Okay, hopefully you've enjoyed the introduction to the Watt Bike sessions. Hopefully you've got involved. If you have, let me know. It's always a pleasure and it's nice to bring something else to the table. Thanks for joining me today. It is all about lower body prehab and it's about correcting those muscle imbalances that we have, potential causing injuries to our bodies, and then realigning, removing, and moving forward. Okay, so the things you're going to need are your little bands. Okay, got it all in a little bag. So you've got a big red band with that. Okay, just like so, and these little ones if you don't have a big red band. Okay, you're going to need some sort of balance cushion. All right, I've got a couple of AirX pads with me. They're these little blue foam pads. If you don't have those, because let's face it, why would you? Grab yourself a couple stack of towels, if you will, couple cushions. Towels are going to be better because they're going to offer a little bit more stability. Try and double up with them, fold them up into a nice little square. You're probably going to need about four for both legs. Okay. You're going to need a chair to sit on. I'm going to be using my sofa. As long as you have some sort of safe box, a sofa, a chair, dining chair, or dining table, stool to sit down on, because we're going to be doing some hip dominated exercises where you're going to lean back on a single leg squat. Okay, so hopefully you are all well and happy today. Okay. So if you have any questions throughout the session, why we're doing what we're doing, am I doing it right, kind of so on and so forth, use that comment section. That's what it's there for. Okay, I won't be offended by your questions. If anything, I'll be elated and I will answer them as best as I can. Naturally, as clever as I am, I don't know everything. So if I don't know something, I will find out for you and I will get back to you. I promise you on that. Okay, so all that being said and done, hopefully you got a drink, hopefully you got a bit of ventilation coming through the room, and you're good to go. Okay, so we're just gonna stretch it out at the moment and loosen up the hips like so. Okay, so you're gonna come up like so. You're gonna go there. This knee is gonna come off the floor like that. Okay, you're gonna bend the elbow. You're gonna slide down. As you do so, you're gonna slide that back leg down, so just like this. Okay, start your watch. There we go. It's not on Strava, it didn't happen there. So bending there, coming down, tapping, sliding up, just like that. Okay, good. Two more. Good job. Swap the sides. So planting that heel, planting those wrists, coming up nice and tall, bending the inside arm, and then sliding it down as much as you possibly can. Just like that. One more. Good. Okay, so from there, you're going to stand up nice and tall. Okay, you're going to find a bit of a space. Okay, so you can go outwards, sideways. Okay, and you're going to come in and out. Okay, all right, trying your best to balance. In and out, just like so. Move the camera up a little bit. There we go. Hopefully you still see my leg. So it's there. Okay, coming in and out. If you need to hold on to something, please do. There we go. Balance is shocking today, legs are tired. Good, swapping over. Opposite side. Coming in again. Whoop. Get that inward motion if you can. There we go. Good. Okay. So from there, you're gonna flick up like so. Just get that dynamic stretch into your quads. Okay, because I know some of you are gonna have tightness in your quads, and today we're gonna be using them as best as you can. Okay, so it's just nice little steps coming up like so. From there, take a big swing around. Okay, followed by the opposite side, drawing out with those hips. Okay, so as tall as you can. Now, some of you are going to find one of the exercises today really hard because we're going to be working that inside of our thighs, which is why you're kind of doing all these weird and wonderful exercises. Okay, one more. Good. Okay, now with your little red band, okay, what you're going to do, if you can, find something solid to fix it. Okay, so I'm going to lift up the corner of my sofa because I know it's not going anywhere. And I think we did this a couple of weeks ago where you are going to put it around your leg, just like so. As long as it's just above the ankle bone, it's absolutely fine. Now it's going to pull you this way, all right? I think I'll lower the camera a little bit just so you can see my foot a little bit better. There you go. Okay, so my foot's in there. It's the one closest to it. All right, I'm going to stand on the opposite side of my mat, so it's got a bit of a tension on there. I apologise if you have hairy legs because it's probably going to remove most of the hair for you. Okay, so it's pulling that way already. Right, I'm trying to balance. I'm trying to get it in line with my other foot and go just past and back to there. Okay, so it's nice and steady. Back to there. Okay, this leg's going to be working really hard to stabilize. This leg, you're going to work that inner thigh. Okay, get it strong, ready for an exercise that's going to come. Okay, so big deep breath, big draw in. Try and keep the toes facing forward, and that ankle in line facing forward. Okay. Ooh. Good. Two more. Good. So naturally, you're going to spin around. Apologise for giving you the back of me. That's the only way I can do this exercise. Okay, and again, standing up nice and tall. Okay, putting the weight on the opposite leg and drawing in as best as you can. Big deep breaths. Good, real good. 2 more. Ooh. Last one. Good job. Shake it out a little. Have yourself a little rest. When you're ready, you're going to stick it back on to your original leg. Okay. So naturally, you've done 1 round. Okay. You're feeling a certain way about it. Okay. You're going to get the gist of it as you're doing it, and hopefully this round will be better because you're going to be a little bit warmer, a little bit more able, and kind of know what you're doing. The first round is always kind of generally a warm up into what you're doing and why you're doing it. Okay. So when you put your foot there, okay, what I want you to try and do is not stand tall and lock it out, because that never happens. Okay. Give yourself a bit of a soft knee. Okay. By soft knee, I mean hip back, and you've kind of got this little zigzag coming through ever so often. And that way, it's the muscles taking the load from your glutes to your quads and below, and it's not the knee joint locking out, because some of you are going to be hypermobile and that knee will be further back and the leg will be bowed, if you will. Okay, so it's a soft knee, and ideally the knee slightly out. Okay, so look at that engagement there as you draw to close that leg. Okay, so I want you to really focus on that on this next round. Okay, so how are we feeling so far? Balancing is tricky. Yeah, exactly. So the balance is going to be a real tricky point for you. As you can see, I'm not perfect, and nor will I ever tend to be. However, the more you draw your heel down, the more you separate those toes, soft knee, draw out, then come through and engage, you will get there, I promise. Okay, so you ready? Put in 3, 2, 1, hips back, sit back, hands, let's go. Good. 2 more. Good job. From there, swap your feet. Okay, sadly spinning around. Okay, it's the exact same measure, if you will. Make sure it's just above the ankle joint. It's a soft knee. Okay, it's drawn out, and you are drawing over into that middle. Put it on the grooming here. Good job, well done. Shake it out. So, things you should have noticed on the second round, okay? 1, your balance should have been a lot better, okay? And having that balance and that soft knee makes it a lot easier and much more adaptable, okay? So the more you embrace your muscles and you get your muscles to do the job, instead of locking out, sink it down a bit, okay? It's going to give you that shape and that stability because the muscles engage. Yes, it's harder in some respects because the muscles are doing the work. You're going to have more of a burn potentially in your lower shins, your calves, your quads, potentially your glutes maybe. However, it's that burn that is the activation, okay? The more activation you generate, the more it's going to help stabilize and keep you balanced and help towards that increase in stability and proprioception, okay? So embrace that feeling, and the more you develop your strength and strength endurance, the more that's going to minimize, all right? So keep that up. So this time, right, you're going to be using the leg that you started with, but instead you're going to be going the opposite direction, okay? So you're going to stand a little closer, okay, and you're going to draw out the opposite way just like so, balancing. Now, this band is going to pull you towards it, and you're going to try and drive away from it. Now, when you do so, okay, I want that leg as straight as you can. So when you move it this way, it's still as straight as you can, and then you move it back, it's still as straight as you can, all right? So those toes are forward, that knee is forward. When you draw in, all right, you're not rotating that foot, okay? That's the biggest thing that tends to happen, and that's because of it's because of tightness in the hip. So if you stand like that, that leg is naturally going to drift over into that position. What you need to do is realign it and realign this side. So when you run, you are running dead straight and driving up dead straight, okay? You're not flicking that ankle out. You're not rolling. You're not landing and then coming over, because it's all those things that cause havoc on the joints, havoc on the ankle, the knee, the hip, and the back, okay? So closest foot to it is the balancing leg. Naturally, you're gonna have to bring the opposite leg out a little further forward so it doesn't rub up against the shin. Again, sink your hip back, okay? And then draw out. Good. Two more. Good job. Now, naturally, you're going to feel stronger, or you should feel stronger in that position, okay? That's a great thing. But it also means that you need more work on our inner thighs, okay? Because you should be equally balanced, okay? So, gently getting ready, sinking it down in the hip, holding, okay? Lifting up, let's go. Good, two more. Keep it up, keep it going. Good job. Again, swapping sides now, okay? Now remembering everything you've done so far is that soft knee, okay? So that dipped ankle as you draw out from there, okay? Drive it out with the heel, because if you focus on the heel, the foot goes out straight. If you focus on the toe, you go out that way, okay? You don't want any rotation. Like I said yesterday, you want controlled movement. So when you brace here, it's kind of like when you brace there, okay? You want movement, but you want the right movement. You want the movement that you're trying to create, okay? As opposed to excess unwanted movement, all right? That's really, really important to get your head around, okay? All right, your body gets power through rotation. However, it's wanted rotation as opposed to unwanted rotation, okay? So, balance again, we've got one more round, okay? Lifting up, let's go. Good job, spinning around, well done. Flew through it, okay? Set yourself up with a band. Sink your foot down, nice and deep. Foot up, let's go. Balance as best as you can. Draw out that ankle, that heel. Good. Ooh. Two more. Good job. Great effort. Whew. Shaking it out. Really good. So you can undo this off the edge of your sofa or your fixed object. Okay. What you're going to do now is get some cushions for your elbow. Right, you're going to line it up with potentially your sofa. Okay, and that elbow is going to be on there. Right. Now, this one, it's really important to say, okay? It is hard, okay? I won't shy away from it. Those who have done it before know exactly how hard it is. And it is a tough one. So I'm going to give you 3 examples of how to do it, okay? It involves a side plank. It involves your foot on the top and the bottom foot off, okay? You're trying to get a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle. Now, naturally, the end result is having just the foot on there and then the entire body off, okay? But using a sofa like this or a chair or whatever, you can naturally slide more of your leg onto that object, okay? Now, some of you, especially those with already sore knees and so on and so forth, are gonna feel it across here, okay? Now that's completely normal and that's completely fine and okay. It's quite a safe exercise. However, because it's actually a physiotherapy-based exercise, and it's actually a physiotherapy test for the knee and to see if you engage here at all, right? Now, with that test, okay, it will naturally show up all your floors, okay? So you will feel that this elbow, when it's on the floor, will rotate or so on and so forth. Your body will rotate. You might not be able to get your hips up as much. So you're kind of trying to use that arm up there, okay? Now, what I want you to do is from here upwards to be solid, okay? Which means if you need to get that solid and you need to put that knee down on the floor, then you need to do that, okay? And this is where, imagine like a video game, computer game, where you're kind of level 1, level 2, level 3. Until you complete level 1, 100%, okay, and you're absolutely perfect at it, you do not then go to level 2 or level 3, okay? You need to get your head around the fact that more is not better, and the most advanced exercise is not necessarily the best exercise for you because it's the hardest, right? You've got to have that corrective exercise mentality. You've got to have the technique is best over everything, right? Okay, so what is coming? Exactly. So this exercise, you are coming on the side, your foot is on the edge, okay, and there you've got that elbow underneath the shoulder, your hand is on the hip, and you are drawing up. Now this leg is off the floor and slightly forward because I'm long, and there. Got a straight line. That's level 3, okay? What are we saying? Pokemon. Right? So that's level 3, exactly, right? Can't evolve unless you earn the right to evolve, okay? That's level 3. Level 2 is foot on the floor directly in line with the other, and you draw it up. Now, if this is really struggling, you're gonna drop your knee down, put your foot behind you, I don't know if you can see that, okay? You're going to help your hips here, okay? Same line, comes across straight, hold it in there, feels just as hard in the abs, in the trunk, and in that leg. Now, there's ways to do this, right? If you want to, and you're really struggling, if you shuffle closer to it, and more of your leg is on there, okay? You'll naturally just bring that there, and you help yourself up. Okay, there's no necessarily cheating in that, right? You're looking to achieve that straight line at the top, okay, by keeping your hips engaged, and you're looking to load this leg in some respect to gain the strength in that inner thigh, which is why it's a hard exercise, because most of us don't do it, right? Right, so it's really important that you get that top line dead straight, okay? And if you need to, you drop the lower leg, okay? If you can, you keep that lower leg off the floor so there's more weight on this side, okay? Which is why then you will feel it all along here, and in your eyes will feel it on the knee because those muscles attach to the knee or over the knee, okay? So just be aware of that. Sometimes it's not necessarily knee pain, it's just muscles, all right? Okay? So you've got to be careful, like Tim's saying, right? So if you have potential knee issues or so on and so forth, just put more of your leg on the raised object, the sofa, because it's going to take a bit of pressure off the knee, right? Everyone should be able to do this because, like I said, it is a physiotherapy-based exercise. You just have to stick to your levels, all right? Okay, so Gently setting yourself up, elbow underneath shoulder, okay? Foot in line, spine is straight, you draw your shoulder back as you come out, okay? You ready? Go to 3, 2, 1, coming up. Let's go. There. Good, keep going. Gonna do 20-second holds. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Spinning around. Exact same thing again. Loading it. Top leg up. Going 3, 2, 1. Good job. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Spinning around. It's an endurance game. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1. Load it. Lift up. Let's go. Five seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Spinning around. Starting to work now as you're doing it. Okay, going to 3, 2, lifting up. Let's go. Big deep breaths. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. A little rest. Let me know how you're doing. Woo! So you can feel it there. You might not have felt it on the first round. You would have felt it on the second. You would have got hot and bothered. You would have potentially started to shake and tremor. It's all completely normal. Your nervous system is being overloaded with information because, like I said yesterday, we typically use one side versus the other, bicep versus tricep, quads versus hamstrings, inner thigh versus outer thigh. All these things we're used to contracting one against the other. What we're not used to is that bracing potential where we get everything worked together and we become hot and bothered, we start shaking, we start tremoring, our nervous system's overloaded. But it's that stuff that we're doing time and time again when we're running and we're momentarily contracting to offer stability. The more you improve these type of things, the more you're going to improve that stability on the knee, the hip, the ankle, the trunk, okay? Because up here is attached to hips. Hips have your legs attached to them, okay? So if you control that hip, like I've said a million times, it's going to control everything else, right? So big deep breaths, getting ready. Great on the abs, yeah, proper hard. Half and half, good man. One side's easier, and exactly, and it's that one side that's easier because you stand on it like that, or you stand on it like that, okay? Right? So it's going to be used to that loading on one side. Now, what's interesting for me, okay, is this side felt a lot easier, okay? Didn't necessarily feel it in my abs. However, this side, okay, because when a couple of years back I got knocked off my bike, I damaged this knee, okay, I feel it tremendously on this oblique, okay, so this side section here, when I'm holding it on this leg, because I'm trying to counter it with extra abdominal work, okay, the muscle here is not necessarily firing as well. So this side is working overtime as I'm trying to hold this leg up. Whereas on the other side, I'm fine, you know? And it's interesting when you then start relating those things because I typically stand on this side. So this side is shortening. Whereas when I'm up, I'm gonna lengthen it as I'm holding that position. So it's really key that you start working and learning about your body so we get the best out of it, okay? So we're gonna do a couple more rounds and then we're gonna go, okay? So
back to that original side. Now, as you tire, okay, there's a fine line between trying to hold it and completely ruining the technique, okay? So as you tire, get to that point where the technique is slipping. Once it's gone, drop down to level 2, level 3, level 1, whatever, okay? All right? So, gently getting ready. 3, 2, 1, hips up, let's go. Flying. Absolutely flying. You got 5 seconds already. Look at that. First one's always the easiest. And swap. Good job. There we go. Straight in. Keep it up. Big deep breath. Control that abdominal pressure. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Drop in. Swap in sides. Last round, guys. Whew. That's it. Let's go. Up. Big draw through. 5 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Spinning around. Phenomenal. That's it. Let's go. So last one. Make it your best one. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Woo. So, gets you incredibly warm, right? Really, really warm, okay? And that's a great, great thing because it means it's challenging that nervous system, and it's that nervous system that is in control of the contraction, right? A lot of us focus on so much, got to get strong, got to get strong, got to get strong. If you don't have that many roots to your tree, you don't have a strong tree, okay? So it's this stability exercise, and this is why prehab is so important, because not only does it correct everything, but it gets you strong from the inside out, okay? So keep it up, keep turning up, you're doing amazing, all right? Really, really good test of both physical endurance, neural endurance, and also mental endurance, all right? It's brilliant that you get to challenge yourself through training as you do so, all right? So, this next one, we've done it a million times already, right? Split squat. Coming like that, there, big drive up, as he says, right? Difference is, you're going to be standing on those balance pads, just like so. There, coming down, coming back up. Now, if you load it properly, you'll come here and you'll have this lovely little right angle. That shin will stay straight. So I'll move my foot a little forward. This knee, hip, and shoulder will stay in line. I will not lean forward, because if I lean forward, I draw my hip forward and it draws my knee forward, okay? That then puts weight into, as the knee opens, forces the top part into the patella, ends up causing problems to the patella. Nutella is a chocolate that I love, and currently not eating it because I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm craving old sugars. So, right, everybody get ready. Enough about me and my food life problems. So, nice and tall, okay? Head up, find a point in the room that you can focus on. Sit, let's go. Focus on that balance. Focus on slowing it down. Yes, it's going to burn more, okay? But just accept it. Two more. Ooh. Good. Perfect. Standing forward. Placing your foot right next to the opposite foot, okay? Taking a step back. Starting again from the floor if you can. If you can't and you're really struggling with this, I know some people will, okay? Get a chair by here, right? You're not putting all your weight in. You're going to start from the top. It's going to allow you to guide yourself into this position. And it's this position, yes, you're going to feel more of a pull here on your quads, your knee, because your quads are tight, your hip flexor is tight. You're going to feel it on your back a little bit more because as you draw forward, okay, pulls your hip flexor, which then comes through and pulls at your back, okay? More you loosen this bad boy up, less it's going to pull here, less it's going to pull here, okay? So a lot of us got tight hip flexors that we need correcting. Hands on hips, going to 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, stepping forward. Again, swapping sides. Get it ready, go to 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive up. Woohoo. 2, that's it. Last one. Good. Step it out, shake it out. Okay. Instant burn all across here. Okay. And as soon as you stop, you should get a flood. Yeah, halfway is good, Bri. Okay. All right. And typically, if you're having a bad day with your knees, okay, start from the top, then go to halfway, then get. Okay. Because all you're doing is put a bit of stress on there, getting a lot of stretch on there, and it's going to help realign that knee. Bring that patella where it should be, okay? So this next one, you're going to slide it in front of your chair. So you're standing on your cushion like so. You're going to plant one foot in the middle. You're going to keep one foot off. You're going to draw your hip back, grab a seat. If you need to, you're going to place your other foot down. You're going to stand back up and then start again. If you can, you're going to come down. You're going to grab a seat, lose all momentum, and then drive up, okay? Now this one is a super tough one, okay, because you're gonna wanna do that, and you're gonna wanna rock up, okay? Some of you are gonna wanna lift up your heel off the floor and go off the ball of your foot because you're rocking up, and some of you are gonna wanna use those arms as momentum, okay? Glue the heel down, that's the most important thing, okay? From there, if you cannot physically get out and have that bottom kind of momentum that, and kind of creating that inertia, okay, that's fine. Stand, start again, slow the lowering phase, okay? It is always hip first, then knee, okay? A lot of people I see do this, draw the knee forward, then hip, then sit down. You would never sit on a chair like that, okay? If you are feeling it in your knee, you are drawing your knee forward, okay? And it's as plain and simple as that. If you're feeling it in your patella, right at the kneecap, if you're feeling it in the tendon underneath, you're driving it forward and you're putting all your weight in your kneecap, all right? That's a negative. That's going to cause problems. Draw back. Think more bum, less knee, okay? You ready? So, hands on hips if you can. Glue them there, right? Right leg up, left leg down. Draw it back. Super slow, super steady. Tap. Big drive up, like so. Okay, it's got to get hard. Good. Think heel down, big toe down. Nice and steady. Ooh, lost it. Good. Real good. Sick. Keep it up. Slow and steady. Good. One more. Good. Swapping legs, okay? So naturally you're going to have a slight discretion between one leg and the other. This leg is my weakest, okay? Even though it's my most powerfulest. That makes sense, yeah? Okay. So, in some respects, this type of exercise isn't all about power, okay? This is my kicking leg, right? It has the most strength in, but because I can't neurally engage it, I struggle with it doing balancing exercises, okay? That's the difference, all right? So, left leg up, right leg back, sinking down, grabbing a seat, big drive up, there we go. Hips back, slow and steady. Force the balance to happen. Good. Amazing job, guys. Keep it up. Good job. Amazing. Keep it up. Go on. Good job. Shake it out. Brilliant effort. Well done. Knees screaming at you. Okay, so on this exercise, focus on the lowering phase only. Okay. What you need to do is keep focusing on getting the tension out of your glutes and your TFL, that dimple, okay, all the way down here, okay, and you need to work on strengthening exercises by here, okay. What it's going to do is, at the moment, tension is pulling your kneecap, just like it's pulling my skin that way, okay. The more you release this side and strengthen up this side, it will bring the kneecap back in alignment, okay, and take the pressure off your knee itself, okay. But that's probably what's happening and going on. Similar to you, Bri, okay. Super slow, super steady, okay. And cushion's too slidey. It's a toughie, isn't it? You know, but you're doing amazing so far, okay. So we've got one more round like this, okay, and then we're going to stretch and relax. It's flown by. Don't know about you, but I am knackered. Really warm. So you've got that foot on the cushion. It's right in the middle. You've got your heel down, okay? You're trying to spread your toes out to try and maximize that engagement, okay? And then it's hands on hips, coming down, super slow back, trying to really drag it out this time. Then come down, okay? I want you to try and get 4 or 5 seconds per one, right? Then a big drive up, right? Like so, reset, start again, super slow. Good. It's going to cause that lower leg to start screaming at you because it's going to be sore, going to be tired, your quads are going to be burning from there. And the hip flexor on the other side, don't forget, okay? Sit, 2 more, guys. Super slow though, don't rush them. Final one. Legs are like jelly. Good job. So, opposite leg, all right? Naturally, if you're like me, this is going to be the harder leg. Okay, so take your time. Going 3, 2, slow and steady. Really slow it down. Hip back. That's it. Focus on something in the distance and allow the leg to move. Good job. Free to go. Slow, steady back. Sit. Big deep breath. Good. One more. Sit. Take your time. Great job. Whoa, walk it out. How you feeling? So, tough session. All right, really good session though, but super tough. Amazing job. How are we doing? Exactly. Brand new knees for a brand new man. Okay, so popping the knees out, dropping the feet nice and flat and down, drawing the arms down, walking them away, sinking those hips. Big deep breaths now, okay? Good. From there, coming up, slide your left leg through. Okay, your right leg back. You're gonna walk it forward. You're gonna lift up your opposite arm. You're gonna slide that underneath and drop the shoulder. So those big deep breaths, nice and easy, nice and stable. Amazing effort. Good. Gently coming up, swapping sides. Again, opposite arm underneath. Draw down with the shoulder. Sit nice and easy. Good. Gently coming up, nice and tall. Okay, you're gonna draw your left leg forward, your right knee's down. If you can, this is gonna be a challenging one for some of you. You're gonna drop your elbows down as best as you can onto the floor, so the elbows in line with the heel, and everything is pointing forward, just like so. Good. Coming up, swap the sides. Whew. Coming down. Naturally, you're going to feel a little bit tight on one side compared to the other. That's just your body's way of letting you know that you need more work done on one side. So amazing effort today, guys. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you enjoyed your class. Thank you for joining me on this Friday morning. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Bringing your feet together, sliding them in, holding them. Try and bring your knees down as much as you can as you push your chest out. But yeah, have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you've joined me for every session, thank you. I appreciate you. If you've joined me for one, I appreciate you just as much. So thank you, each and every one of you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Like the video on the way out if you can. And tell your friends. All right? Have an amazing day. Take care. Well done. But yeah, let me know how you found it. What exercise was your worst? My one was the one with the leg on the sofa on the one side, because this oblique was screaming all the way through. Okay, there you go, my confession. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend, and I shall see you Monday morning, 9:30. Already kick off next week. Hopefully, it'll be just like this week. 100% going in right from the start. Have an amazing day, okay? If you have any questions, drop me a message over Instagram.
or this channel, use the discussion board. Okay, people seem to be afraid of using it, but that's what it's there for. Have a lovely one, and you take care. All right, I'll see you soon. Have a good day.